So today's video is a review of Nicole State's apology video. So if you are interested in my thoughts and opinions on that, let's get into it. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resale, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining, and if you are returning, thanks for coming back. It does mean a lot to me as I work on building my YouTube community full of new, positive resellers who want to try to learn more about reselling. So right now I'm on vacation in Las Vegas and I am planning on doing some thrifting here. So I wanted to get this video done early this morning, and my sleep clock is way off. It's only 6:58 and I've been up since like 4:30 here, which is 7:30 at home time, which makes sense, but I digress. But I am sitting in the lobby of where the elevators are on my floor because my sister is still sleeping, and I wanted to get this video done. And I was so excited. So I just watched Nicole State apology video. When I got up this morning, I had just watching some YouTube while I was laying there, and that I noticed that she had posted something about 24 hours ago, probably not even that long ago, yesterday. So I watched it. I had my thoughts, and I'm going to share them with you. So, as I've mentioned before, I was a full-time middle school teacher for 23 years. Well, full-time educator, most recently middle school language arts. So one of the lessons that we did teach, that I did teach, was writing an apology letter. Yes, believe it or not, that is a skill that we still teach in school. And there are parts to writing an apology letter. So I wanted to go over those and then kind of grade Nicole's work and see if she needs to go back and try it again or not. So let's get into that. First of all, before we even get into the video, I do want to acknowledge that her company, or the company that she is part of that I'm referring to, well, let me back up. If you are just jumping into my channel, then you don't even probably know about all this. But back in July, there were some resale boxes that were people purchased from a company called The Merch, in which Nicole State and a number of other resellers, who I still don't know who they are. I'm going to have to find that out because that's not fair to her, went into business, made these resale boxes, and sold them to resellers. And in some cases, promising that they would double their money, triple their money, and that did not happen. So needless to say, that was a cluster, and people spent a lot of money on these boxes, and they did not get what they felt like they were promised. And I've done a video breaking down whether it was a scam, or whether I thought it was a scam, or, well, how not to get scammed. And I'll link that up above. But since then, and I think that video is like a month old, I still don't think that it was necessarily a scam, but there are definite elements of scamminess to it. However, I felt like if you would have done a teeny weeny bit of research and not gotten caught up in the influencer status and the hype, that you could have avoided buying a box. Another point of disclosure is I did not buy a box. I was never going to buy a box. I was on vacation when they went live, and all this started happening while it seems like I'm on vacation a lot. I probably need to work a little bit more. No, just JK. I work really hard. But yeah, I'm on a little. This is work too. I'm going thrifting today. But I just, yeah, I did not buy a box and I was not going to. But that's because I did watch her YouTube videos and leading up to the release of the merch. And I was like, those are too expensive. And as I've mentioned before, I live in a thrifting. If you're going to be a thrifter, Central Indiana is a great place to be a thrifter because there are Goodwills all over the place, thrift shops. The Benz is 15 minutes from my house. The Black Friday store is an hour from my house. There's just, I'm rich in resources for sourcing. I understand not everybody has that, so they were looking to a leader in the community and felt very grateful that she was providing them with this opportunity and they trusted her. And she did take advantage of that trust. Whether intentionally or not, you know you couldn't make that much money. She knew that you guys would not make that much money, or the buyers of the box would not make that much money off the boxes. So I am definitely a buyer beware person, but that's because I have been scammed before out of about $3,000 on a rental house back about 15 years ago. And since then, I read the fine print on everything and I kind of do my research before I purchase a microwave. So whatever it is, I kind of read the reviews, I look at the backstory, and I just don't give my money to anybody. So not to say that that's why I am not going in as hard on Nicole and the merch um, as other people have. This is Stephanie's opinion. But let's get into Nicole's letter. So I'm not going to link the video. You can watch the video. Just Google Nicole State. I'm sorry, and it will come up. Um, but it's about a 6-minute video. And I also wanted to say that merch did refund people either whole or partially, depending on their claims or their situation. So there is some what is that? What you call repentance, recognition. I don't think they've admitted any wrongdoing, but if you're unhappy, there have been plenty of cases where people have gotten money back, and there are plenty of YouTube videos out there. So I also feel like that needs to be acknowledged. And then we're going to get into this apology. So an apology has some parts. So part 1, you have to apologize. You have to say, I'm sorry. Not I'm sorry, but not I'm sorry I'm mentally ill. Not I'm sorry XYZ. I'm sorry for, and state what you're sorry for. Okay? Well, we did get an I'm sorry. It's in the title. And she did say I'm sorry for being a harm to the community. Like I'm in the hotel lobby, so I'm trying to adjust her lighting. She did say she was sorry for for any harm that she's caused the community. Girl, start apologizing. That's crap. I hate an empty apology. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. I hate it when people tell their kids, now say you're sorry, and they're not sorry. They just want to move on to the next thing. And that's what this feels like to me. If you are sorry, you've got to have that part of acknowledging the wrongdoing specifically. Now, if you wanted to apologize for all of the things that you've been involved in or the times that you've hurt people, I don't think that's appropriate in this apology. I think that right now, girl, you know we looking for an apology about this merch mess. So you need to say, I'm sorry that the product was not as you I had described or not what I had presented it would be. I'm sorry if I misled you, or confused you, or was unclear. Some about what was going to be in your merch box, or how much money you would make on your merch box, but um, she did not specifically say that she was sorry for that. So right now we're on a redo, Nicole, a redo, a rewrite. So next, own your mistake. It's important to show that you're wrong, okay, and why you were wrong. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes as I do this because I haven't taught this in a while, but we all know how to apologize and take responsibility for your actions. So, own your mistake, didn't do that. Um, Show how you were wrong, didn't do that. And take responsibility for your actions. That didn't happen either. So, we got some revisions to do, friend. Revisions to do. And I'm not trying to be like mean or shady, but if you're gonna apologize. Um, Otherwise, like I said, I get madder if someone gives me a fake apology than if they didn't apologize at all. Because if you didn't apologize at all, I'm like, I know I wasn't shit to you, and you showed I wasn't shit to you. Like, whatever, it is what it is. I know how we're gonna move forward in the future. We're not together at least. But if you give me a fake apology, that to me feels even more offensive. Like, you're still trying to like play me. You still think that I'm not as smart as you, or I'm weaker than you, or emotionally like I need to make this relationship work, so I'm gonna forgive you. No. So fake apology, and that's what this is shaping up to be. Describe what happened. Um, Even if she was going to um, apologize for everything, like she's doing a blanket apology for the harm that she's done to the community. Now, I've only watched the video once. I probably should have watched it twice. But I did not hear her say, I apologize for the confusion with the merch boxes. I apologize for any potential bullying. I did not hear um, any specific thing that she was apologizing for. She was just apologizing that in general about um, she keeps getting wrapped up in these situations. Yeah, that is unfortunate for her, but she has not apologized. Um, Describe what happened. We're still, no, she didn't do that. So she hasn't described what happened. She hasn't described, like, oh, she didn't even make anything up. She just didn't talk about it. She deflected. Have a plan. She says that she's been working on herself and that she wants to be a part of the community. And I personally want her to be a part of the community. Anybody who wants to be a positive part of the community and make money reselling, um, who am I to say no? I have already seen some other videos that are like, she shouldn't be allowed to resell. Like, whatever. People need to make a living. There's all types of scammers out there. LuLaRoe shouldn't be allowed to sell leggings and start Ponzi scheme or pyramid schemes, but they're still doing it. So if you are um, willing to buy from her and she can source good stuff and you want to buy it, yeah, she should be allowed to resell. Come on now, folks. Now, do we have to follow her, buy her other products, support her? No, you don't have to support her. You don't have to support her YouTube channel. And actually, I feel like she is, well, I'll get to that and I don't want to get off track. But she does not describe the situation, and she does not have a plan of how she's going to fix the wrong. Well, in order to tell me what the plan is to fix the wrong, you have to state the wrong, and she did not state any wrong. So, like I said, not good. Um, Admit you were wrong. She has admitted that she is wrong in action and in words. Um, and I'll give you an example. In action, she is giving people refunds, or the merch is giving people refunds. And when I say she and the merch, um, I know that the merch is a group of people, but the merch is giving people refunds, either whole refunds or partial refunds, letting people keep the inventory. That is an admission of wrong. I take returns on eBay, but I'm not letting you keep my item. I want it back so I can resell it. So, um, whether that is an admission of wrong in action. Um, then, secondly, in this video, be feeling like you need to apologize is an admission of wrong. It might not be a specific admission of wrong, but it is an admission of wrong. Um, but she's not. The details aren't there. The details, in order for a person to get to a place of forgiveness, they have to feel like you understand where you went wrong, hear your plan of how you're going to fix it for the next time so it doesn't happen again. And we don't have that in this apology. And then ask for forgiveness. She does ask for forgiveness, and I don't know if I would have bought a box. I don't know that this would not be it for me. If I would have spent $500 of my dollars on one of these crap boxes that she sent out, I was trusting in her. I was a fan of her. If that was me, this would not be it for me. I would not forgive her just because she seems really sad during the video. She's not her normal, like, yay self. But I think it is important to hold people accountable. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video that I did on this topic, I have been reselling 3 years. Nicole State was one of the first people that I found, and I watched all her videos. Not all, but a lot of her videos. Some of them I'm like, I don't want to see you thrift. But if I felt like she had something to offer in the video, I watched it. And I did watch the videos about her getting the liquidation boxes, and I was excited for her, all that good stuff. I would not call myself like a fan. I haven't bought anything from her Poshmark. I'm not a part of her Patreon. She's just someone that I was getting free content from, one of many sources that I get free content from as I'm working on building my resale business. So I did look at her as an expert. She does make a full-time living being a reseller, and that's what I want to do. I look at several other people's videos also, like a lot of videos. So I'm getting advice from a lot of people. It's kind of like my own professional development for reselling, where I'm just picking and choosing as I watch from people. Using critical thinking skills, like, that's not for me. No, I don't want to do it that way. And I hope that my channel provides that for people as they follow me in my journey. Like, this is what I do. Let me tell you about my process, and you decide if it works for you. So I would not say I was a fan of hers. Like, I'm not like, hey, I want to support everything you do. But those people who did, who were those people, who are those people who've been buying her planners and her other things, I don't feel like this apology is good enough. It's not clear enough, it's not specific enough, and it's really focused on the hurt, how hurt she feels for hurting the community and people's reaction to her. Now, she stated that she had been reflecting and she'd been listening to the community, and she realizes that she's part of the problem. So that's good. But we don't have any specific details or an action plan for this not to happen in the future. So, in conclusion, what grade would I give Nicole's apology? well, I don't like to do this, but Nicole, you're going to get an F. But you get to not always have an opportunity to redo your work and resubmit. Always a chance to start over again, come back better, and learn from your mistakes. So, but as far as does this have the elements of an awesome apology or even a good apology? You know what? I'm not going to give you an F. I'm going to give you a D minus. You need more details. I'm going to give you a D minus so that I don't completely kill your spirit, because I hate to give kids Fs. If you put something on the paper, I would give you, we got something. This is a rough draft. That's what this is. This is a rough draft. This first draft. So I'm going to let you go back and, yeah, put some more work into that. So that's the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please follow me on my resale journey if you like level-minded people like myself who are just out to meet other people and take you on my reseller journey. Definitely like and subscribe to my channel. And till next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye. That's what pretty. I'll show you what